Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special bonus reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one is the Chalks of King Congo Oracle deck that was just gifted to me, and another deck that was gifted to me, the Nefertiti's Tarot, for your tarot portion of your reading. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's the overall energy for Pisces, please, Spirit? One card for Pisces. Thank you. Wow. It's heaven. Spirit just said heaven sent. Spirit also just said Heavenly Father. Spirit also just said Heavenly Birthday. I've been thinking about a friend who passed away last year. His birthday is during the week of when I'm filming this, and I've been thinking about how people say, oh, their heavenly birthday. There is this sense with the simplicity. I love these cards. This is only the second time I've used it in a reading. The simplicity, right? There's so much that can be inferred from this. In one sense, you could see it as like an eclipse energy when the moon passes in front of the sun. You just see that sliver right before totality. It also could represent an arch, a rainbow. As above, so below, Spirit just said. Are you asking yourself these questions right now? What is heaven? Does heaven exist? Are you asking yourself, if heaven could be on earth, what would it look like? Looking for your heaven, look for your, Spirit just said haven, your safe haven. It's a very, very simple image, but it's this like sense that we want this canopy, like an umbrella or a canopy or a covering to protect us, to shelter us somehow in its blessing. For some reason, when I started to look at it, I wanted to reach into the image and take it like this and pitch it like a boomerang. I don't know why. The sense that, what does a boomerang do? You pitch it out, you throw it out, and it comes back to you. It's making me think of a very specific episode of the television show Sherlock. That the beginning of one of the episodes involved a boomerang. Sherlock was all about mysteries, uncovering, solving mysteries. This is the ultimate mystery, isn't it? And yet some people know it in their heart, through and through and through. Right? Which side of that do you fall on, Pisces? Maybe you don't even need to fall on a side. It's just a rhetorical question. But I think it's a question that is perhaps kind of circulating around your subconscious. You could have come to this reading in a state of remembrance of somebody. So my condolences if that is so. It could be somebody from a long time ago that is, you know, that an anniversary might be coming up and you might be thinking of them. But it does come, it comes with a question. If I throw that question out to the universe, what will come back? It's a little bit of fear. It's like sometimes when people say I prayed about it or I talked to God about it, and I say, well, what did he say? I don't know if you can hear that, but it's the wind. Very, very windy today. Spirit is always speaking. At least I find. 3 cards for the base spread. 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. And at the end, I will pull a card of advice from Spirit, and I will read from the book about heaven. One more. Ooh. Okay. 6 cards out on the table. The past energy. The 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights. You can see here in this image, there's this reverence, deference to this kind of sarcophagus figure. The sense that we're paying respect, homage to perhaps the ancestors. The 9 of Swords is traditionally referred to as, well, one, the card of overthinking, as this is a Swords energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But also, it's the card of nightmares. Sleepless nights. If not nightmares, sleepless nights. What's keeping you up at night, Pisces? Could it be questions like this, involving these things? Could you be asking your ancestors for answers? Some of you could be having dreams or visitations, I just heard. Always remember, right? Because some people get really creeped out by stuff like that, which for sure, I'm not into it. I know people that are mediums and like they're just fine with it. They made peace with that part of their gift, and thank goodness. I am not one of these people that needs to see any kind of anything. I like to see things in signs and synchronicities, and that's as far as we go. But it's always good to remember to protect your energy. Even if you don't, I mean, you're a Pisces, so obviously you're psychic, obviously. But it's always good to protect your energy. Whether, like I have a piece of tourmaline right here. I have this obsidian right here. Like there's always within any, I wear it. It's like here within arm's reach. There is something. Should we burn the Palo Santo right now, Pisces? Let's do it. Because I do feel like the reason why it's even coming up, I do feel like you've had a visitation. Maybe you didn't realize that's what it was, but I feel like you were doing some deep prayer or deep meditation, and something might have, kind of entered into your sphere of consciousness. To which I would ask you, what did they say? Right? And it might be keeping you up at night. And I understand that. This is for those, the kind of esoteric babies, right? There are some nights that I close my eyes. I'm still awake. I close my eyes, but I can hear those fluctuations, right? I'm clairaudient. I can hear the fluctuations. I can sense that the light has gone off and there's now something, there's a presence, right? But I just also have to believe, and I believe this for you through and through and through, that your spirit guides surround you, right? They protect you. You just have to talk to them, just like this. Tell them your anxieties, tell them your fears, and then ask them to take on that burden for you. Release those fears to them. Let them take care of it. You have other fish to fry. Two of Wands to clarify. This is the past energy. Directionality. Where are we going? Where are we heading? What are we doing? And when are we going to do it? That's the Two of Wands energy. It's all about action. But in the case of the Two of Wands, it's about inaction. It's about standing at the crossroads and just thinking, okay, either direction looks like something that I can do, but I don't know which. And I feel as though if I move right, I'm going to regret not going left, and vice versa. So I feel a lot of hesitation in this past energy for you. You were stalling. There's a stalling energy here. There's also fearfulness. Two cards came out to clarify those cards. The Eight of Wands. I don't take anything for granted when I read tarot. So the fact that the car alarm went off, right? It's like Spirit was kind of egging you on and saying, Pisces, I know that you might be balking right now at which direction to move, but I need you to go a little bit faster. There could have been pressure on you to go faster with that Eight of Wands card. It's fast action and fast communication. But there was some part of you digging your heels in. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands is usually, knights are all figures of action. Like they come in riding on their horses and they say, go, go, go. I have this, I have this. The Knight of Wands is very spontaneous. Just fly by the seat of their pants energy, and you have it in reverse. Spirit is saying, go, go, go. Come on, Pisces, let's move. And literally, Spirit gave me that image of digging the heels in, right? Like it's like those events, those equestrian events, when they're training the horses to jump over the hurdles, and there's some horses that just don't want to do it, and they run, and they stop short, and they dig their heels in. They slide in the dirt. Sometimes they pitch their riders. There is just almost a stubbornness in this past energy. Thank you, Spirit. There's a stubbornness here. Like, it's scary out there. There's so many possibilities for things to go wrong. I don't know if I can, I don't know. Maybe I'm just safer here. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, there's something about that. This idea that maybe you wanted to stay in the same place because it was safer, right? There was a canopy. There was protection. But the Spirit was saying, nope. It's time to go. Time to move. Did you move, Pisces? I think you did move, but you put up a fight. You put up a little bit of a fight. Let me get one more card. This is the past energy for Pisces. Two cards came out. The Death card and Two Cups. Number 13 of the major arcana, the Death card represents Scorpio energy. Endings bringing new beginnings. Indeed, you did move. Two of Cups, divine partnership, divine union. a meeting of equals. Somewhere along the way, your higher self was guiding you. They knew that something had to come to an end, and part of you also knew that. It wasn't just your soul space saying, Pisces, whispering in your ear. There was a part of you that also knew that something had to come to a close. And unless we're like moving forward, we're not going to make any progress otherwise. I do see you making progress. Something needed to come to a close, though. Could have been upsetting to some. But it was kind of like it was written. Spirit just said it was written. In the present position, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Four of Wands. The 1111 card, that's what the Four of Wands represents. Let's talk about the Six of Pentacles in the upright for a second. The Six of Pentacles talks about reciprocity and equal give and take. It's the sense that Spirit is doling out, kind of portioning out opportunities to those who have sought them, right? It's that boomerang effect again. What I put out into the world, I expect to receive back. There could be this sense within you, though, this feeling within you that you feel something is unfair. Thank you, Spirit, that you have not received your just desserts, Spirit just said. It's not to say that you won't receive it, but as of right now, you don't feel as though it has paid dividends. So this could have to deal with money situation, job situation. Four of Wands talks about stability. It's interesting too, this sense, this, like, again, it's like this, just want to cover up some images here, but this energy mimics this energy, right? The Four of Wands can often depict a canopy of sorts, and it's a portal under which one walks through and enters into this stability, into this firm foundation. So there was this sense here that you moved on from something that needed to come to a close, but now you're in this place where there might be a little bit of an uphill battle. You're struggling to find your stability. I don't doubt that you're getting there, but sometimes it can feel like the odds are stacked against you a little bit more than others. Can you tell me about the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Can you clarify it? Thank you, Spirit. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. This is the Ace of Cups in the upright. So interesting. The Scarab Beetle. Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm saying this with like a lot of love, but Spirit's kind of pointing out the fact that you're not recognizing the good thing for what it is. It's like difficult for you to see how the ending is actually for your best and highest good, for your benefit, for your new beginning that needed to happen, right? Because again, they're saying it is written. The Scarab Beetle, I think, represents good fortune. but it's in reverse. Anytime you see the aces in tarot, they represent gifts from spirit, directly from spirit. The cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, talks about what speaks to our heart chakra, the love center within us, having to do with love and family and emotion, compassion and empathy, things that we love. And the fact that the card is in reverse, it's like you are not grabbing hold of that concept at this time. It's almost like if only you could see how we want to fill your cup. Right? There's so many different ways to get to gratitude. And I'm not trying to downplay any hardship that you've had. I'm a Pisces moon, so like I'm right there with you. But sometimes when we pitch something out to the world, it's not going to return to us in the same manner that it left our hands, right? So if I lend somebody money, that person never pays me back, and I just say, okay, like I lent it to them with the intention of getting it back, but they're not going to pay me back, so I'm never going to do it again, but I chalk it up to, it's a gift. It's my good deed. It's my mitzvah, right? And then come to turn around, somebody else comes along and says, hey, I want to take you out to dinner, and buys you a beautiful meal for like the same amount that you lent out to the other friend, right? There's this ecosystem, this spiritual ecosystem, that it shouldn't always be about giving to get, but Spirit recognizes where you've given and tries to repay you, perhaps through other people or other situations. Perhaps that is what is difficult for you to recognize at this time. And I hate saying it because I don't enjoy it myself, but sometimes tough lessons are also gifts that help to fortify us. Like if there was somebody in our lives that wasn't for us, that didn't do right by us, even discovering that is a gift. In the future potential, the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is the 10 of Swords. Sometimes this can be one of the most difficult cards in the deck because it talks about overthinking, but it can also talk about just backstabbing and being at our wits' end, but moving through that energy. You are moving through that energy beautifully because it's clarified by the Ace of Swords in reverse. So we're still on the path to going from the 10 back to the Ace, the place where we receive epiphany and have our breakthrough. You're on the precipice of that breakthrough. It's going to make sense to you, all of it, in time. For right now, focus on the blessings. Can you find the blessings in the everyday, in the mundane? That's the ticket. That's the ticket. I'm going to ask Spirit for card of advice. Temperance in reverse. Temperance in the upright, number 14 of the Major Arcana. This is Sagittarius energy. Talks about a process of alchemization, where we turn something from one state of being to another state of being. And Spirit's advice to you right now is like to really to flip these two cards around. Understand what Spirit is trying to dole out to you. Understand that you have the Ace of Cups already in your hand. It's just about taking a drink, right? It's just about understanding the blessing, right? It doesn't look like a blessing right now, but if you kind of allow that process to alchemize, allow yourself to learn the lesson, to question it, to come to some conclusions about it, and to come to some peace about it, that's when Temperance flips in the upright. It's a process of patience. So I'm going to read from the book. Flipped right to the page, Heaven. As within, so without. It's easy to get caught up in the mundane tasks of life, forgetting that we too are made up of the same matter of the cosmos. Yes, even the heavens. Heaven is within us just as much as we are within it. Heaven is a mindset, a frequency, a vibe. When moving in alignment with that energy, you activate the power to pull down the blessings, messages, and guidance from the heavenly worlds into the tangible. Look towards the divinity within for the guidance you seek. When you can't find the light within, seek for the guidance of your heavenly comrades. You are not alone. Your elevated ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels are around. Blessings on blessings on blessings. That's your reading, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.